Please be seated. Hello, my name is Lisa Peak. I'm the Dean of the Kentucky campus, and I want to welcome you to our event for tonight. Tonight has been the event that all of our graduates have been waiting for. These students have been engaged in serious studies and have successfully completed their final nursing exams to be able to join us here today. Many family members and friends have experienced secondhand the trials, tribulations, and tears of these students during their nursing program. Now, on behalf of the Board of Directors, administration, faculty, and staff of Galen College of Nursing, I would like to welcome you to the 189th commencement of our Louisville Summer 2022 graduating class.
Okay, y'all bear with me a second. I'm little, so I need assistance. Again, welcome to our special presentation, and tonight I have the pleasure of introducing our speaker. Our speaker for tonight is an everyday nurse who is also a husband, a proud nurse, Navy Corps veteran of Operation Enduring Freedom, and four-time Ironman finisher. He received his bachelor's degree from the University of Oklahoma, and his master's of science in nursing from Bellarmine University. He will graduate with his Doctor of Nursing Practice, DNP, in executive leadership from Bellarmine this August. Jody is currently the president of the Kids Club, a medical organization providing skilled nursing care to children with medical complexities. He also serves as the vice president and treasurer on the executive board of Kentucky Nurses Association. Jody believes that everyday nurses should fight to elevate the nursing profession and make nursing more successful. Everyday nurses must be the strongest authority and the loudest voice in advocacy for those in their care. Everyday nurses transform care through collaboration, innovation, and research. Everyday nurses must be unified, and pushed to the limits to transpose healthcare. Everyday nurses make their impact every day. Please join me in welcome our speaker, Jody Rogers.
Thank you, Mrs. Arnold. Hello, good evening, graduates, faculty, family, guests. I'm an everyday nurse named Jody. I'm so humbled to be here. Congratulations to all the graduates. Your caps, incredible. Dr. Peak, I had no idea. Way to go, bravo. Thank you, Galen, this is so nice. See if this sounds familiar. Being a nurse is not just what you do, but it's who you are. Realize your potential at a college dedicated to nothing else. Start your tomorrow today. Where? At Galen College of Nursing. I love that commercial. It sums up the respect and admiration I have for this nursing school, and it fires me up. You should be proud of what you have accomplished, graduates. What are you going to do now with your new tomorrow? I like to start off with questions. I'm in pediatrics, and I'm used to lots of questions. Kids will see you later, and they won't let you forget what you've asked them, their answer or your question. They go and they think on it, which I love about kids. We could learn more from them. So as colleagues, you are welcome to do the same with me someday with these questions. When I first was asked to speak tonight, I was flattered, but I thought, why? So I asked, why? I was told because you're one of nursing's biggest advocates. I felt pretty good about that. I felt so good that I started to tell a couple of folks about doing this tonight and doing this in a boasting way, of course. I started to run this sweet idea that I had for walk-up music past some people. I have walk-up songs for everything. I thought everyone did had walk-up music, playing in their head. Has anybody ever heard of walk-up music? And so at first I had told Galen, well, I'll do this, but I gotta have some walk-up music. I needed my song. Of course they said no problem. Just send us the file. But I got pretty nervous with that. What am I, a prize fighter or something? The more I started telling people about this idea of walk-up music that I had, the more I just got dumbfounded faces. Sort of like when I tell my dad jokes, the faces that my kids give me. What do you mean? Come on, Dad. That come on, Dad face. So the longer I thought about it, the doubt crept in about using that method. And so my confidence in approaching that was waning. Even when I Googled it, it said that it was something to be taken very seriously. I was sort of kind of maybe joking about my walk-up music. These serious articles went on to say that your walk-up music should be 15 to 30 seconds of ear magic that represents who you are and should leave a memorable impression. Well, that was it. I was just trying to be kind of cool at first. That was out. The technology alone makes me feel old. Just trying to organize a compilation of the digital music that I have playing in my head, forget about it. I'm not going to play any music for you today. Got nervous with that. But regardless, my suggestion is that in your head, in my head, you have walk-up music for the right occasion. So my advice is that you should be more confident than me and pick out your walk-up music ahead of time. Like when you go to take the NCLEX soon. Folks in the audience, in case you didn't know or you probably haven't heard about it, right? You probably haven't heard about this nursing test that's administered called the NCLEX. Anybody heard of that? The NCLEX. Believe it or not, I failed the NCLEX the first time that I took it. That could have been devastating. Some of you might actually fail too. By all means, I'm not saying that it's okay to fail, but failure is part of it. Some of you will, and adversity builds character. It built me, and it will build you too. And when you pass, you join the same club, a fellowship that is everlasting, the nursing fellowship. So what's your walk-up music? That's my other big question. I'll try to give you a clue later to what I might have picked today. But when you go to that NCLEX testing site, and I'm sure you guys have talked about this a few times, you'll not be allowed to have music at all playing, but when they start frisking you, I suggest that you have some music playing in your head, preferably some Snoop Dogg or something gangster playing in your head, just to calm your nerves a bit. Again, I'm an everyday nurse named Jody. What an honor it has been to be asked to speak today. Thank you so much. I love nursing, and this is extremely rewarding for me to see such a good-looking class of nurses. Thank goodness they're coming. You guys just wait. The question's coming. I would like to say it's from an aunt, maybe tonight, but it'll probably be from your parents. You know the question, what's next? What now? Are you going to get a job? Take it from me, it's easy to be smart about those questions. Like I said, I was graduating soon, and I usually know how to answer those, but those are tough. What's next? Those questions are tough when you just finished a milestone. You want to say, I thought that was it. Aren't I finished? Isn't this done? I might be done. Big questions right out of the gate. I can't tell you how many of those things that I wanted to tell you when asked to tell the graduating class something for you to know. But what kept coming to mind were things that my grandmother, who was also a nurse, told me. She couldn't make it to my graduation, so I actually went and interviewed her prior to me graduating, which was a very smart thing that I did. What I found was that she actually introduced herself to her patients as an everyday nurse named Evelyn. She would say, I'm an everyday nurse named Evelyn, and so that's where I got it. She would tell me things about nursing. She taught me. Although I was young, I was impressionable. Evelyn became a nurse by way of the Victory Nurse Corps during World War II. She joined, wore a uniform, and became a seasoned nurse. which the Victory Nurse Corps was actually awarded World War II veteran status prior to her dying. At that age, when I graduated, some of your age, I could not appreciate or conceptualize some of her wisdom, some of her stories about nursing. She told me it was my job to make nursing better. Despite not having, she told me it was my job to make nursing better. I suppose that's pretty much why I'm here today. I did enjoy her stories, however. She told me wonderful stories that we probably can't relate to today. There was a whole bedpan room, a whole room full of dirty bedpans, and they had that in the middle of July. Can you imagine? Her biggest complaint was her uniform that had to be sparkling white despite not having air conditioning on that same floor with open bay wards. But she would tell me, she said, nurses need to have pride and professionalism. Nurses need to be bold. Those were unrelatable and foreign concepts to me when I was sitting in your spot. So what did she mean? Pride and professionalism, both pride and professionalism are needed together. They have to be interrelated and they have to be connected, always the way she said it. She always said them together. Have pride in what you do and be a professional. Pride and professionalism in everything you do. I had no idea sort of how to do that. Well, first, it is a lifelong process, but you must be open-minded to that lifelong process. You might have to touch the stove and find out for yourself. Don't be like me and learn the hard way, like failing my NCLEX. We have an obligation in this fellowship of nursing to make sure that we don't let our colleagues jump into the same fire if they don't have to. As a student, I learned some of that quickly, or maybe I just had to learn or get out of the way. Nevertheless, I didn't listen, so I had to touch the stove a few times and get in that fire. Did I mention that I failed my NCLEX? In that process, I was actually kicked out of clinicals twice. I failed. There are some people that have failed a clinical or two, and the thing is they have makeup days usually. Thank you for the makeup days. I needed the makeup days, and unlike the good students, I knew when that makeup day was from the beginning of the semester and from the syllabus. The first time that I failed, I was kicked out of clinicals because although I didn't have to wear a nursing cap like some of my predecessors, we did have to wear white shoes. And not only that, they needed to be clean and presentable. And my shoes weren't white enough. True story. The injustice of not having white shoes. Because I'd already been at that point in my life to boot camp, I could understand the rules. I almost admired this failure. And although I was poor at that time and my shoes did not reflect what my effort represented, and they were dirty and I should have tried harder. Also, I think that my instructor liked me and she wanted me at that clinical makeup day so that it would be more fun. The second time I was kicked out of clinical was because I didn't know the antidote for heparin. Antidote for heparin. Protamine sulfate. The injustice of not knowing the antidote. I was upset about getting kicked out that time because I had prepared and I actually done good work. I actually felt that my patient would be better off with me and that the care that I was prepared to give on that day was better than they would have gotten before I was so undeservingly kicked out. What I learned, though, was that nurses and nursing have standards. We need to learn and keep elevating our work. Pride and professionalism. What does this take? Certainly not boot camp. Don't stop learning. This is your career, your livelihood. There was a book called All I Really Needed to Know, I Learned in Kindergarten. I used to want to teach a class very similar called All I Wanted to Know, I Learned on the First Day of Nursing School. Like the book, my point of view would be similar about the value of learning. Pride and professionalism comes with continuous learning. We must keep learning. In the class, the concepts would be simple and things you would need to hear on your first day. And the first thing I started with was actually a term that I heard on my first day that I didn't know. The term was attrition. Once upon a time, I went and I looked that word up that day in a book that they called a dictionary. It was an actual book. And attrition was what they were applying to the rate to say some of us would not make it to the end of the class. And so that day, and what I would teach in my class, the word attrition. I wish somebody had set me straight on that first day and tell me what that meant. And I did find out. And so for sharing that, just flat out worked them. I understood that. I don't understand attrition. Flat out work them. I understand that. I could not be at the bottom if I just flat out worked the people around me. Of course, you need to be kind, but flat out work them. I would probably say don't underestimate the value of office hours with your instructor as number 2 thing that you need to learn the first day of it. Don't ever stop that learning. You just thought you were done. Crave it. We must never stop teaching and learning from each other as nurses. Honor your profession and even your predecessors. Help those behind and next in line. Stand up for nursing with this knowledge. Fight for your patients. Fight for nursing. Recently on Nurse Twitter, I saw something, a caption that I thought was funny. It said, if standing up for nursing means burning a bridge, I got matches. We ride at dawn. If we want to support nursing in our workforce, honor them in a way of education and scholarship and innovation. You are not done. We are not done. And the third thing in that class would be understand a service mindset. Muhammad Ali said that our service to others is the rent you pay for your room here on earth. This means an honor to serve. What do you think of when you hear service? Do you think of a waiter? Do you think of a military or service person? Just like the commercial, service is not what you do, it's an approach. It is a mindset. How can I make that patient's day a little better or their life experience a little better? Show up to that first assignment that you have. Help create a culture of service. Don't take the comfortable assignment just because it's comfortable and miss that opportunity of service or of learning. Honor your profession through service. Fight for nursing. That is pride and professionalism. And Evelyn also said nurses need to be bold. Yes, don't forget your predecessors or where you came from, but be bold. Change the status quo. Be innovative and dynamic. Don't do things the same way they have always been done if it doesn't work or if it's not evidence-based. Sigma. Are there any Sigma members? I see some new inductees. Sigma, okay. Sigma's new mantra is be bold. Sigma is the honor society for nursing. I did not have the honor to make it as an undergraduate. Although Evelyn had been saying be bold first, Sigma uses this for a new 3-year campaign emphasizing nursing and how we should be bold. We must be bold in a time of health unrest. Nurses are suiting up and showing up despite the woes or even extreme polarization of views that's happening. A time of devastating nurse workforce shortages. A time when nurse suicide and workplace violence is actually on the rise in nursing. It is a time to be bold. You have answered that call, the call to suit up, show up, to help those less fortunate and more vulnerable and in need of our care. You've already answered that call to be bold. You've already answered it. Fear of the unknown can be crippling. Nurses face their fears. Evelyn told me of this, the fear of the unknown. And I call it the iron lung story because during the 1950s, there was a polio epidemic that was sweeping through the nation. Fear was high, and she told me that going to work or showing up every single day was a fear, not only for her own safety, but her family and her children and all those around her. Can you imagine an illness that you're hearing about that's sweeping through, that the level of fear is high? At that time, I couldn't relate. What similar times we were in, that fear of the unknown. I faced this fear in the military. We did not know what we were getting into after 9/11. We started taking detainees, and we ended up taking them to Cuba, and I was in charge of the Fleet Hospital there in Guantanamo Bay. We were in full isolation because some of these folks had been working with plague and biological weapons, and it was a scary time. I said before how honored I was to talk to this particular class, who, if I thought about it, answered the call, and the timing of the answer of their call. Not unlike my fear that I had to face, or what Evelyn was talking about, is that this class decided and contemplated to become a nurse and wanted to be a nurse during a worldwide pandemic. You have grit already. You're my kind of nurses. I will work side by side with any of you because of that decision, and I will get in the trenches with you. In the peak of COVID-19, these folks, you've already gone face to face with your fears, fear of the unknown. Continue that fortitude. We need you. In being bold, we need to also chase our dreams and not just face our fears. I've been consumed with those fears before, and there was just no room for the dreams. So chase your dreams. And for me to be bold, there's a country song that says it best. If you got a chance, take it. Take it while you got a chance. If you got a dream, chase it. Because a dream, it won't chase you back. Nurses are bold. Be bold. Although you didn't get to hear my short list of walk-up songs, you should go ahead and go home, check out YouTube, go down that wormhole and find the 100 walk-up songs of all time for yourself. Although I decided not to tell you mine now, we will cross paths as colleagues. And if you run into me, and you might, let me know what that song is for you. However, I will leave you with this hint. Remember, we were in a church, and so I found that out. And I'm not real sure that I want to start my tomorrow just yet today. But Tupac Shakur, a famous actor and rapper who's now deceased, said about days like today, or when he didn't think the world accepted him, or when he wanted to express what he had overcome to get to this point, this somewhere in his life, he would say, reality is wrong. Dreams are real. Congratulations, graduates.
My name is Paige DeWitt, and I'm one of the faculty members here. I'm going to go over some awards, the first one being the Leadership in Nursing Award. The Leadership in Nursing Award honors nationally recognized Dr. Tracy Ortelli, a leader in nursing education, role model, mentor, and scholar who has dedicated her professional career to advance the development and assessment of nursing curricula and the certification and recognition of nurse educators. Dr. Tracy Ortelli was instrumental in the initial development of the pre-licensure baccalaureate program for Galen College of Nursing. The Leadership in Nursing Award was created to recognize BSN students who demonstrate outstanding leadership qualities by inspiring others, exemplifying personal integrity, serving as a role model and advocate, and upholding Galen College of Nursing's I-CARE principles of inclusivity, character, accountability, respect, and excellence. The Leadership Award recipient. BSN classmates describe this student as a major role model for a Galen nurse, positive leadership qualities. This student always has a positive attitude. It would be an honor to work side by side with this student. This student shows respect for their patients, classmates, and the staff they work with. It is our pleasure to present this award to Hunter Elzie. Emerging Leader Awards for our ADN classes. Catherine Mershon personifies a standard of excellence that places her among the top leaders in the nursing profession. She is co-founder of our nursing program and currently serves as chair of the board of directors for Galen College of Nursing. Due to her reputation as a nursing leader and humanitarian, the Catherine Mershon Emerging Leader Award was created to recognize a graduating student from our ADN classes who demonstrates the personal and professional qualities of leadership, resourcefulness, innovation, and excellence. The candidates are nominated by the students and faculty during their lab classes. We have 2 recipients of this award. Our first recipient. This student was described by fellow classmates as someone who works extremely hard and values the care they give to their patients. They are dedicated to the profession. They have a positive attitude and always keep their head up during rough situations. The student is kind, empathetic, trustworthy, and a humbling classmate. Students have stated this student is always prepared and is very involved in all activities. It is my pleasure to present this award to Selena Pierre. Congratulations. Our second recipient. This student was nominated by fellow classmates because of their outstanding leadership qualities. This student has always been positive, even in the most difficult situations. They are compassionate and caring when working with their patients. One student mentioned that this recipient makes you smile even when things seem bad. This student is encouraging and a team player with everyone. It is my pleasure to present this award to Ebony Shamel. Congratulations. The Human Touch Award. Dr. Marjorie Perrin was a dedicated nurse educator, co-founder of Galen College, and a member of the board of directors until her death in 2011. The Marjorie Perrin Essence of Nursing Human Touch Award is presented to a graduating student from the PN program. This award provides an opportunity to honor Dr. Perrin's legacy of nursing compassion and to recognize a Galen nursing student who exemplifies the essence of nursing. This recipient is nominated by classmates who choose a peer they feel most embodies the human touch in dealing with their patients and fellow nursing students. The Human Touch Award for the PN Day program. This student has been described as always willing to help out, no matter what. The student has a positive and caring attitude. I would describe this student as a rock. The compassion coming from this student is electric. This student will make an excellent nurse, and it is my pleasure to present this award to Ashley Young. The Human Touch Award for the PN Evening Program. This student has been described as always displaying kindness, compassion, and a positive attitude. Goes above and beyond in all patient care. This student is eager to learn what they can do better, and they will become an excellent nurse and be a positive employee no matter where they work. It is my pleasure to present this award to Annie Simmons. Would the Master of Science in Nursing students please stand and come forward? Shanice Shepard. Jennifer Purvis. This concludes our MSN nurses. Bachelor of Science in Nursing students, please come forward. Callie Allison. Kara Andrews. Okay, congratulations. Audrey Bowman. I know you. Emily Boyer. Sharon Conquergood. Candace Corman. Hunter Elsie. Karen Jackson. Jade Kennedy. Aaron Kidd. Megan Messick. Michaela Nesbeth. Glenna Newsom. Joseph Pence. Glenda Razor. Jay Berlene Rowan. Dontea Sims. Verastigi. Miguel Verastigi. Kayla Walker. Wurtenberger. Congratulations. Kristen Wurtenberger. Morgan Zachary. This concludes our BSN nurses. Associate of Science and Nursing students, please come forward. Brianna Beard. Trisha Bermel. Connie Bowman. Samantha Marie Carlisle. Liliani Castellanos Perón. Amanda Sissel. Kayla Sissel. Esther Deristil Mbiri. Taylor Drain. Mallory Evans. Cynthia Ewing. Rachel Finn Kelson. Brittany Gettings. Amanda Graziano. Rebecca Guy. Abigail Hamilton. Jennifer Harris. Danielle Holston. Mallory Hughes. Casey Jenny. Kaylee Kendrick. Hannah Kinkle. Jessica Cornick. Carrie Langley. Stephanie Loudermilk. Alicia Lyons. Emma Matesic. Jean McCubbins. Brittany McFarland. Kristen Morris. Jennifer Neal. Nashabri Payton. Selena Pierre. Amanda Preston. Christy Richmond. Parker Robertson.
Rojas. Just say Rojas. Rojas Tejeda.
Karen Rojas Tejeda. Elizabeth Russell. Erica Santoro. Lindsay Sanders. Ebony Shamel. Kelsey Spear. Tony Spicer. Belinda Staten. Heather Stevens.
It's been forever.
Dream Stott. Teeters. Alexis Teeters.
Thacker. Okay.
Paige Thacker. Jennifer Thornsberry Cook. Endley Victorian Smith. Asante Wardlaw. Linda Watkins.
Last but not least, Diosandy Zelaya.
Diosandy Zelaya. This concludes our Associate in Science nursing students. Amy Balk. Shani Bissig. LaDonna Blinko. Treva Bratcher. Delrisha Brooks. Joni Bruner. Veronica Espinosa. Kathlena Gaynor. Alexis Hatfield. Gabriela Huerta.
Hi, Casey. Hello, Jones. Can I just say Jones?
Yeah. Michaela Jones.
Hello, hello. Angelica.
Angelique. Angelica Moore. Ashley Payton.
Bryce.
Alyssa Price.
Favorite teacher? You miss me. I do.
You were easy to teach. You already knew the information. Jennifer Richardson.
You know my name?
Who doesn't? Annie Simmons. Jarita Sloss. Ashley South. Dorothy Sprayberry. Taylor Thornberry. Giovanna Thornton. Cindy Westbury. Next weekend. Ashley Young. This concludes our practical nursing students.
Good evening. My name is Michael Grace. I'm faculty in the Transitions in the ADN program. It is my honor to be here tonight to attend this graduation. We have a tradition in nursing education. It's called the Ceremony of Lights. Through the Ceremony of Lights, the passing of one flame to another signifies the passing of knowledge and the acceptance of responsibilities and the rights and the obligations of nursing as a profession. We offer our pledge in this ceremony. So right now I'd ask that you, if you have your candles, please turn on your candles. I ask that the lights be dimmed slightly. All graduates, nursing faculty, and guests in the nursing profession, please stand. The Nightingale Pledge is named in honor of Florence Nightingale as a statement of the ethics and the principles of the nursing profession. Lystra, Gretter, and the Committee for the Farrand Training School for Nurses in Detroit, Michigan, created the pledge in 1893. This is a modified version of the Hippocratic Oath. Please repeat each phase after me. I solemnly pledge myself in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate nursing standards both as science and art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of quality standard of care and of personal accountability. I will devote myself to the protection and healing and welfare of those committed to my care. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and will respect the privacy of medical information. I accept a duty to work for the improvement of health in the communities in which I live and work. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I will not take or knowingly administer any harmful substances. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of responsibility integral to the nursing profession and the significance of commitments I pledge today. Thank you. You can turn off your candles. Thank you again for allowing me the honor of being here with you tonight.
All right, we are about done. All summer 2022 graduates, please stand and turn and face your family and friends. So find them out there in the audience. All right, so please say thank you to them and give them an applause for their support, love, and confidence in your nursing journey. All right, so before we get to the very, very last part, we would like to take this opportunity to recognize the summer 2022 graduating students who have already reached the next milestone in the profession. They have obtained their license and are now a nurse. So, would the students who have already taken and passed the NCLEX please stand? Everybody else needs to sit down so we can congratulate those who've already taken that mammoth test. Well, congratulations on all of you all that have taken that test. So, now, everybody else please stand. This is like up and down, you know, follow the leader. Upon recommendation of the faculty and by the authority vested in me by Galen Board of Directors, I confer upon each of you the respective academic degree for which you have been recommended, with all the rights, privileges, responsibilities, and obligations appertaining thereunto. You may move your tassel from right to left, signifying completion of this step in the next academic journey. Congratulations, you are now alumni of Galen College of Nursing.